For years, the fax machine was an essential piece of hardware in the online administrative office. Potential instructors sent unofficial transcripts for credentialing review. Payroll documents and even new hire paperwork were commonly sent via fax, saving the time it would take to mail those same documents. Fax machines allowed instructors throughout the United States the ability to complete essential documents in a timely fashion. As practices continually change in online administration and in our email-driven business, many documents that were once sent by fax are now generated and saved in such file types as doc, RTF, and PDF, and sent directly as email attachments. Still, there are times when it is necessary for instructors to fax important documents. Today, however, the online academic department at Corinthian colleges no longer has a fax machine. So, what happened to the fax machine? eFax happened. With eFax, while instructors may send documents from a fax machine, those same documents are sent directly to an administrator's email box. And since in many cases those same documents would be scanned and stored electronically, a step is saved by the online administrator. The eFaxed documents pass directly to electronic academic files, bypassing the printing stage. eFaxed documents, like unofficial transcripts, are reviewed directly on computers, allowing credentialing experts the ability to determine qualifications without waiting for the arrival of official transcripts by mail, saving a potential instructor the expense of requesting transcripts, especially if it is determined that they are not qualified to teach any of the courses at our school. Practical concerns like scanning and email documents drive the adoption of an emerging technology like eFax. So while the sender does not need to change how they handle documents, online administrators are better capable of reviewing and managing documents in ways that are more suited to their needs. No one has to monitor the fax machine to ensure that it is connected and functioning properly, ensuring that it has paper and a dial tone. Instead, online administrators can go about needed tasks, assured that their email systems will capture any documents they may be waiting for. An eFax number can even direct all documents to multiple email accounts, so different recipients can all work on the same document, completing different responsibilities for which the same documents may be needed, eliminating delays since documents do not need to pass through multiple hands before they reach an interested party. An eFax number can even direct all documents to multiple email accounts, so different recipients can all work on the same document, completing different responsibilities for which the same documents may be needed, eliminating delays since documents do not need to pass through multiple hands before they reach an interested party. 3 Corinthian college employees were interviewed using uvu, which recorded the 4-person conversation. Matt Doherty, senior recruiter, Diane Inyard, payroll support coordinator, and Nancy Vokins, director of faculty support. Interviewees were provided the questions prior to the interview, allowing the conversation to flow naturally and become a free-form discussion about why eFax was adopted at Corinthian as a replacement for the traditional fax machine, how IT facilitated the adoption of the new technology, how the eFax distribution emails are managed within the payroll and faculty support teams, and how eFax is used for payroll, hiring, and academic file management. The interviewees compared the strengths and weaknesses of eFax with how the fax machine performed the same tasks, describing how processes changed as they moved from hardware to software solutions for handling documentation and file sharing. Interviewees expressed their concerns for the security needed in handling sensitive documents. With the fax machine, it was not uncommon for documents to be misplaced, lost, or otherwise mishandled. eFax creates a much more secure file sharing process, which has the advantages of greater accountability and confidentiality of sensitive materials. In addition, interviewees discussed the opportunities eFax provides by allowing the online department to handle completely digital documents, eliminating the need to scan documents for electronic record-keeping purposes. Interviewees indicated that eFax functions in a useful role, especially since not all instructors have adopted scanning and other digital file transfer processes. They believe, however, eFax will eventually be obsolete when everyone is comfortable with technology and has adapted electronic solutions for file transfer. Email alone already handles much of the needed file sharing, but eFax will remain necessary as long as even one instructor still needs to use a fax machine to send the online department their documents. Interviewees were asked the following questions. Were you involved in the decision-making process for choosing eFax? If yes, how was the decision made? Had you heard of eFax, or did you have any experiences with eFax prior to its adoption at Corinthian? What were the primary motivations for choosing eFax over the old fax machine? What steps were required to set up this eFax for your use? What are the primary ways you use eFax? What are its strengths? What are its limitations? What opportunity does eFax provide that the fax machine did not? If you could improve the functionality of eFax, what would you change? What eFax tools do you use most? What eFax tools do you not use that you may adopt in the future? Are there ever any occasions that you miss the fax machine? Why? How have you modified your practices to accommodate the new technology? If you were to look into a crystal ball, what do you foresee replacing eFax in the future?